Hey YouTube. Tonight we're showing you the Basecamp XT511 made by Midland. It's a pretty impressive radio. It's classified as an emergency radio for all the features and things that benefits that it has. Let's see. First off, it's a 22 channel GMRS and FRS radio with 10 NOAA and weather channels. It's got a weather alert function where you can just leave this plugged into your home's power and you can start hearing some beeping noise if you got some bad weather coming your way. Includes AM/FM radio, and you got a reception dial. It's got a clock with an alarm function. It's got an LED light right there, which is pretty bright. As far as the two-way radio part, it features the Vox automatic, voice-activated operation. So you can basically leave it there, and as you speak, it'll detect that you're talking, and so then it opens up your channel. So you can use the rechargeable batteries. You can use the alkaline batteries. In fact, you can even use the Midland battery that comes included with it. Looks like this. It's got 121 privacy codes. Splits them up between, looks like, two different types of, I'm not sure what the proper term is, but I'll call them algorithms. You got the DSC and the CTCSS. As far as the different channels it has, it supports 7 FRS/GMRS, so it's a combination between the two, and you just basically pick out your transmit power. 7 FRS and 8 GMRS. Other than that, most of your main buttons, they're along the top. They serve two functions. You'll see that it has some lettering right on the top here. That's one function, and it's got some of the other ones. They pretty much not all of that important. Hour, minute, and alarm clock on and off. That's basically how you adjust the time in the alarm clock. At the top, you got the lock button / call. So it serves two functions. You push and hold the lock button long enough, and it's going to lock the rest of the keys. Or if you just tap it once, then it'll send out a call to any other radio that might be in your area on your channel. Scan button, pretty self-explanatory. Scan through one channel at a time until it detects a conversation. It'll lock onto it, keep it there for a few seconds, and you can choose to actually to lock into that particular channel. Monitor button. All that's going to do is open up the channel. You hear a little bit of static. Then the menu button to get into the rest of the features that are jammed into this radio. Push to talk button and a select button. So when you're in the menu, select button, what to choose from, and then push to talk to just open up your channel manually. You got your tuning knob here, FM, AM radio, tuned to your specific frequency, whatever you're looking for. Plus, when you're in the weather radio mode, you can change the weather station that you're tuning into. Although it does lock into the strongest one automatically, and the strongest one is going to be your local one. Then the GMRS and FRS mode here, you can tune into the different channels. Other than that, you've got this tone and squelch knob here, and in the on-off knob, which is also the volume. Some of the other cool features about this is a bunch of different ports here. Starting at the bottom, this is what's going to power up your radio, charge it, so on and so forth. You get two charges with it. You get a home charger, and you get your vehicle charger. And it all comes all included with the box, and these are pretty useful. I haven't used the vehicle charger yet, so I couldn't give you any kind of charging time. But the home charger, it's what I've mainly used to keep this Midland battery charged. Even though you plug it into the home charger, you can put rechargeable batteries, say AA batteries, but it won't recharge those. It'll just recharge the Midland battery that comes with it. You got the microphone and speaker plugins here. That's pretty much an industry standard for two-way radios. And just plug that in, ready to go. And you'll see it's got a USB port right here. This radio is advanced. It's not that advanced. It's not going to plug into your computer or anything. But like most cell phones and iPods, everything else, they use USB charging ports now. So you can plug in your cell phone, plug in an iPod, and it'll be able to charge that for you. Uh, just because you actually plug in a USB capable device into the side of this doesn't mean it's going to drain the internal battery life to charge that device. You're actually going to have to do a little bit of work. You got this crank here, which once you spin it, will spin the dyno, and as long as you continuously spinning this crank, it'll produce power, pass it through the USB charging port. So that's pretty useful if you're in a bad situation and you run out of juice on your cell phone and need a little bit of power. Granted, I've tried using it myself, and I've got to be honest with you. You got to sit there and you got to crank this handle for a while before you see anything happen on your cell phone. But it's a nice feature. If it really came to it, at least you know that you had some way of powering whatever device that you could plug in here. Aside from the AC and DC chargers that it comes with, one of the nice features that it comes with also is it comes with a microphone. It's also a speaker, so when you're using this attachment, you got your mic part is in here, but then you got this really small speaker in here. Really not as all that great a quality, not like the kind of sound that comes from the radio. So when you plug this into the microphone port here, you can use your radio. It's got its own push-to-talk button on the side. Again, all your audio output's coming from here, and your audio input, obviously, microphone, small hole there. But on the very back of it, you'll notice it's got this little groove here, the protruding plastic, and just slides in, and so it just carries itself. One of the other things here is you get the carrying strap, which I'm not going to put on. I don't really use this all that much, but you hook up the clips here and one here. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Yeah, it has a lot of features, but that's all within the menu. You're really going to have to look at the user manual on this one. There's a lot more than I can really cover in a video like this. Going on to the back, you've got back cover. Oh yeah, the antenna. Obviously when you're using the FRS, GMRS mode, obviously keep it up. Yeah, you don't really have to. Aside from it moving up and down, it's a fixed antenna, so at least you know that you can protect it by keeping it in the down position if you're moving around, or just keep it up when you're actually receiving or transmitting. 4 AA batteries. That is pretty straightforward. And then you got the Midland rechargeable unit. You see the little notch there, pretty much tells you where to put it, and only fits in one way. Can't mess this up. It's stupid proof. So once you put that in there, say for example this battery was dead, you can start spinning the dyno, and as long as the switch here where it says battery source is, because it's 2 positions, you have the alkaline and rechargeable. If you keep it in the rechargeable position, when you spin this dyno, it will recharge the Midland battery only. I tried like hell before actually reading the instructions to try recharging these batteries here. Yeah, that was pretty useless. It will only recharge just the Midland, no matter what batteries you have on here, no matter if they're rechargeable or not. It will not recharge any kind of AA's that you put in here. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. The nice feature, which I covered in one of the previous videos, is if you have the Midland 2A radios, they use the same batteries. So if you just have the 2A handset radios, you can take those batteries out, put it inside the base camp. You can recharge it with the dyno, put it back in your 2A radio, and you're good to go for a little bit of juice. I haven't tried seeing how long it would take to completely refill a dead battery, but I imagine it's going to take a lot of cranking for something like that. I really don't think it's something that it was designed for, to recharge fully any kind of dead battery. But if you're in a jam and need some light, need a radio or a little bit of transmit and receiving power, it's a solid investment, I gotta say. There's a reason why they call it an emergency radio, and I agree with them 100%. So overall, it's pretty decent. Big display, can't miss it, and everything about this radio is adjustable, from the sound to the call tones, everything. all in all, I think it was one of the better investments I've made in, as far as radios were concerned, and I got to stand by the Midland company on this one. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.